Now in my main, I search through my collection of jitters, and I find turrets, weapons and rovers and mods, and other items in my collection to decide what I want to build. Add it into my back, and then it's ready to teleport to my other camp. Now I'll just show you a quick example of building a turret in this camp. Remember, it's got to be in the nerve center to build a turret, so we need to put it back in there.
Construction complete.
Then find and choose the turret we want to highlight it, and it's ready to be placed. Now in the nerve center view, we just use the camera, spacebar, up and down arrows, or ASW keys to move around the camp, and page up and down rotates it, and we place the turret where we want. And wait for it to build. Once you've got better at placing your turrets and your clusters and things of that, you'll be able to use the advantages of the terrain to better protect your camp. There's arty weapons and lost weapons, and you'll figure out what does what. But a good tool to use when you're building is to highlight your cluster and check the ranges. And then it'll show green lines in the camp for a lost turret. The tighter the rings are, the better the defense. The more things will be hitting them at that range. Then let's show you some arty. So the arty goes out that far. You can also select the whole camp. Or one cluster at a time. And when your turret is completed,
Construction complete.
It'll give you the completed message, and it'll start spinning. It's ready to fight. You can also relocate them after they've already built by double clicking on it and then clicking relocate. It turns it back into the ghosted phase, and you can replace it, or you can right click to release. Now, since we've already got these defenses in this camp pretty well set, we're going to go ahead and dismantle this. Double click on it, click dismantle twice. All items in the game are going to build or dismantle at different speeds depending on what the item is and what it's used for. And then you'll see now it turned back into a jitter. So let's go pick that up. And escape out of my nerve center. Run down into the camp. And just drive my avatar over it. Now as you notice, the jitter's now in my backpack. And I can store it or rebuild it or throw it back on the ground, whatever I want to do with it. All the items in the game are in a jitter form until you build them. And you can store them in a warehouse or you can build them in a building. Weapons have to be built in a weapons plant. Modifiers in a research, armor in an armor building, gears in a gear factory, and rovers in a rover yard. So acquiring all the objects in the buildings necessary to build your empire is all part of the game. Explore the world of Project Visitor. Claim visitor camps and build your own empire, or destroy someone else's.
Teleport lock established.
dread